Okay.
Good morning.
Right, Mama, I'm going to do it, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Well done, buddy. Thanks, Fletch.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Good morning, good morning. All right. We'll give it a minute or two. Happy Thursday to everyone. I just was looking at the calendar trying to orient myself. Can't believe Memorial Day is Monday. What? Where? What is going on? So wild. So wild and so quiet. But all right, I'm gonna jump on my mat. So today is going to be a gentle half-hour practice, just getting us moving, getting us connected with our bodies, connected with our breath. So let's do it. If you need to have a lift when you're to sit comfortably, please do that. Grab yourself a pillow, or if you have a yoga block at home, you can always sit on your block. Or a beach towel is a good prop for at home. Unless it makes you want to cry because you're not at the beach. Alright, so coming into a comfortable seat, however you're comfortable. So if cross-legged isn't comfortable, you can bring the soles of your feet together. The feet can be on your mat in front of you. You can stretch your legs out and kind of take just a moderate stretch or straddle with your legs, but make sure that you're comfortable. We'll close our eyes and settle in. And as you settle in, just take a moment to kind of scan your body. As soon as I closed my eyes, I felt how I was holding my shoulders up higher and there was tension there. So if that's the case in your body as well, let those shoulders soften and widen down across the back. Feel the column of the spine lengthened and easy as you're breathing. Softening the muscles of your face. And just feel your body breathing, how it's breathing naturally. And staying with that steady breath, let's bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll add a little prana mudra to our breath work. So on the next breath in, let's just expand the arms wide from side to side, as if your breath is filling the space between your hands. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back together at the heart. And again, inhaling to float wide. Exhale. Allowing the movement of the body to match the movement of the breath. Just letting those arms kind of float along. Nice and gentle, nice and easy, but still full. Let's do 3 more rounds of breath, just like this. And after your next exhale, as the hands come to the heart, settle there, soften the head towards the heart. And let's just take a moment to offer gratitude. Gratitude for our practice this morning. Gratitude for the fur babies in our lives and the way they color our practice at home. Thank you anyway, Coach. Oh my goodness. There's just a little slice of life in our house right now. Offering gratitude for all of the colors of our lives, for all of the beautiful presences, whether near or far. Let's weave our voices together, chanting. I'm drawing a deep breath in. And when you're ready, opening your eyes to have a soft gaze into space. Let's go ahead and reach our arms out to the side as we breathe in. As you exhale, let's take it over to one side. So we'll take a nice side stretch. If you feel like you've been sitting too long and you need to change the cross of your legs or change the position of your legs, please feel free so that you're comfortable. Allow yourself to really sink down into your seat. So you want to feel both cheeks rooted down onto your mat. Soften that top shoulder and really breathe deeply into the space along the sides of the body. And as we're there, let's go ahead and we'll just add a little flourish. We'll roll through the wrists a little bit. And then from there, let's inhale and come through the center. Follow your exhale over to the other side. Nice big juicy stretch again, softening the top shoulder, letting your weight really shift down into your seat so that especially that opposite hip is rooted down. And then again, give yourself some beautiful flamenco hands. Just roll the wrists. And then from there we'll inhale and we'll come back through the center. Let's interlace the fingers, flip the palms, take a really big reach up. So let yourself really draw up towards the palms of the hands. Soften your shoulders and then allow the front of the rib cage to soften as well so that you're not just coming into a really big back bend, that we're just getting as tall as we can with neutral spine. Take a deep breath in, and again, let's exhale over to the side. And this time we'll move with our breath. Inhale through the center, exhale over to the other side. One more time. Woo! Feels good to be moving this morning. And exhale over. And let's go ahead and come on up. Release the flip of the palm, and let's take the hands behind the head, and we're going to exhale and just let the head drop forward. So using the hands on the back of the head to help just give you a little bit more of a stretch. So you don't need to get overly aggressive here and really pull. Just let the weight of the arms soften. So the spine is really tall, all except for the head coming forward. I'm releasing the hands. Let's go ahead and roll the left ear to the left shoulder. And again, if you want to add a little weight of the hand on the head, you're welcome to. Be gentle with yourself. Breathe. And then we'll exhale and roll through the center. And let's go ahead and shift to the other side. Give yourself a big stretch. It could feel like a big stretch today. I know my shoulders have pretty much been tight throughout this whole process. Definitely feeling tension there. Releasing the head back into the center. Let's interlace those hands. Let them rest on the back of the head one more time. And inhale to bring yourself back up to seated. Let's transition onto our hands and our knees. If your knees are sensitive and it doesn't feel good to be on your knees, you can always add another loop in your yoga mat, or if you have your blanket or your pillow or whatever, you can put that underneath your knees too. We won't be here too long, but just to give you some options. All right, so hands are underneath the shoulders. We are spreading our fingertips wide, rooting down into the index finger knuckles. And then let your shoulders be really wide across the space of the back. So kind of pushing away from your mat. Draw a little bit of energy towards the belly. So again, we're not just kind of collapsing on our hands and our knees. We're pressing away from the earth, and we have that sense of tone in the space of the belly. On your next breath in, let's drop the belly down and open into cow. And then as you exhale, draw the belly in, scoop and reach up into cat. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhale as you round and lift. So following your breath, your tempo. And if it feels good, you can rock a little bit, maybe coming a little bit forward in your cow. And then a little bit towards your heels in cat. Following your breath. And let's do one more big breath in cow. As we exhale and drop into cat, reach yourself back into child's pose. Softening the elbows so that your arms can rest without your shoulders being hunched up by your ears. So really being nice to the shoulders, nice to the space of the neck as we breathe and soften forward. We'll do 3 rounds of breath here. From there, we're going to inhale. Draw ourselves forward between the forearms so the elbows are on your mat. Then push yourself up into cow once again. And from cow, we'll release to neutral spine. Again, fingertips are spread, index finger knuckles are pushing down, and we're pushing away from our mat. So our bodies are bright here. Let's go ahead and tuck the left toes under and stretch the heel back behind. So get a nice stretch for the calf. And then let the crown of the head float forward. So we're really long. The whole body is lengthening, is widening, and we're breathing our fullest breath. And exhaling to release that knee down. Let's go ahead and stretch the opposite heel back. Again, reaching through the heel brightly, and then feel the crown float forward so that you're really long. Feeling the shoulders wide across the back. Feel that gentle tone in the tummy to help support our backs. And releasing that knee down. Let's go back to our first side. So tuck the toes, and this time as the left toe or the left heel is reaching back, stretch your right arm forward. And let yourself work on balance. And you can either keep those left toes tucked on your mat, or if you want a little more challenge, you can draw that leg up and find tabletop. And this is a big balancing moment. So let yourself wiggle, let yourself adjust. It's all really good information for our nervous systems. Let's take one more breath here, and then we'll exhale, release the knee, release the hand. Let's go to the second side. The right heel is reaching back, and you can stay there. If you want to add the arm, you're welcome to add the arm. If you want to lift the leg up off your mat, you're welcome to do that, and you can do anywhere in between. But stay with your breath. Again, feel yourself working to balance, working to stabilize. Take one more breath, get a little longer, a little fuller, and exhale to come back to your mat. Let's inhale and open the heart coming into cow. Tuck your toes, exhale, and move yourself back into down dog. And just a nice, easy dog to get us started. So tread your feet, bend your knees. You can kind of wiggle and waggle. But feel yourself breathing. Feel a nice steady surface in the hands, spreading those fingertips, pushing into your mat. Woo, and take a deep breath in. And let's exhale with a sigh. Take another deep breath in, and we'll shush the breath out. One more breath. Exhale however you'd like. Let's bend our knees and walk the feet into the hands. So bend your knees deeply when you need to. Come up onto your fingertips when you need to. You can even grab your block or your water bottle or your coffee mug or whatever works to give yourself a little bit of lift as we come into forward fold. Let's keep the knees soft. Let's actually bend them a little deeper, and we'll roll ourselves up to standing. Just stacking the parts of the spine as we unfurl. Reach those arms wide. Take a big reach up. So push down into your feet. Really lift through your fingertips. Feel a huge stretch here, even though it's a fairly simple shape. Let it be really spectacular. Let it be really full. Exhale and bring all that fullness into the space of the heart and drawing the hands in. I'm just going to take a peek and make sure we're rolling. We are rolling. All right. So from here, let's go ahead and step the left leg back. We're going to come into warrior two. So our right toes are facing the front edge of our mats. The left toes are turned in a little bit. Hips are facing the wide side of our mat. Let's inhale and reach the arms up, and as we exhale, settle into warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. And we want to sit deep into the legs. The legs should know, quadriceps should know they're in yoga at this point. So you want to be nice and strong there. And let's just take our hands to our hearts, and we'll do a few more rounds of that Prana Mudra. Inhaling to float the arms, and exhale, bringing them back to the heart. Nice steady flowing movement to match the steady flow of our breath. Let's do one more round. See if you can't exhale and sit a little deeper into your legs. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. And on your next breath in, go ahead and press that front leg long. Stretch your arms wide. We're going to turn both toes to face the wide side of the mat. Take a moment there and just feel your fullness. Like you're preparing to give a bear hug to the entire world. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, let's forward fold. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. If you need your lift, bring your lift underneath your hands. So support yourself as you need to. If you don't have a block or a water bottle and you know that touching the ground in straddle is too much, You can always turn to whatever piece of furniture or even the wall and use that as support. So make it work for yourself. Oh, this is the time for creativity, right? Why not? And let's bend our knees and just give a little shift from side to side. So a little rock through the pelvis. Take a deep breath in. I hope you're lucky enough to soak in some sunshine wherever you're at today. It feels so good outside in the sun today. Feels like true medicine. So I hope that you get your dose of that wherever you're at. All right, let's come into the center. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Look up and bring yourself up to standing. And then we're just going to flip to face the other side of our mat. So this time, our left toes are going to point to the short side. Your back foot can turn in a little bit as well. Let's inhale as we stretch the arms. Exhale to come down into Warrior Two. So sitting nice and strong and steady in those legs. Warrior Two is one of my very favorite poses because I always feel really strong and really steady in Warrior Two. And it's nice to have that happen once in a while, right? To remind us. Let's bring the hands to the heart. And on top of that strong, steady base, balanced base, we're going to allow the body to move. So we know that we can act and move from a place of grace when our foundation is steady and strong and well thought out, right? In our yoga practice, we talk so much about placement and alignment. And really, it's all an effort to be mindful, right? To be intentional. That's a lovely word. On your next breath in, stretch that front leg long, reach the arms wide. Let's turn the toes to the wide side of the mat. And again, we'll exhale and come forward into whatever forward fold feels good for you. You can bend your knees. You can walk your hands out like you're in down dog in your upper body. You can add that little boogie boogie. I'm always the fan of the boogie. Give yourself 2 more rounds of breath. And from our straddle, we're going to walk with our hands. Let's walk towards the front edge of our mats. So we're going to come into lunge, plant your hands, and make your way back to down dog. And we'll take 2 more rounds of breath in your dog pose, really reaching right through the seat. Shine those sits bones back behind you. On your next breath in, we're going to come forward to plank. Soften to the knees. Exhale, lift up into cat, and stretch back into child. And again, 3 rounds of breath. Soften those elbows so the shoulder space can be easy. Nice deep breath. And from here, we're going to come onto our bellies. And we'll do 1 round of Cobra Wave. So spreading your toes, pressing the tops of your feet down. So imagine you have swim fins on and you're really pressing those swim fins, the top of the fins down into your mat. Draw your elbows in, roll the shoulders on the back. Feel the belly button lift as you inhale. You're going to curl the body up and we'll exhale and release back down. 1 more time in, 2 more times, let's do 3. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Keep those legs strong. Exhale as you release 1 more time. And exhale. from here, we're just going to flip over onto our backs, which is not the most graceful transition, but that's what we're doing. So flip yourself over. Hopefully it's easier to flip than an omelet. I think I'm the world's worst omelet maker. All right, so let's, as we come onto our back, let's take the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And I instinctively kind of rock from side to side. You're welcome to rock and draw some circles with those knees. Just feel yourself breathing and easing onto your back. And from there, we'll open our arms out to a T. And we'll lift the shins. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let your legs twist over to the left. And once you get into that twist, adjust and support yourself. If your top knee is kind of floating up in the air and you're having to hold it there, try bringing, I'll face the camera for this, try bringing your bolster or your blanket or whatever between your knees. And if that doesn't feel quite right, you can always take it underneath the bottom knee and kind of press or lift your twist a little bit. Because you want this to feel good, you want it to be really comfortable. And the arms can be outstretched in a T. You can bend the elbows and take them into cactus. If that doesn't feel good, you can rest your hands closer to your center on your belly. But wherever you're at, really feel the fullness of your breath. Let it be luxurious. And after your next exhale, really sink that belly button in, draw it in, so that as you inhale, you can bring your legs through the center and follow your exhale over to the other side. So twist into your second side again. Use your props to support yourself. Allow your belly to move as you breathe, expanding on the inhale, softening as you exhale. On your next exhale, again, draw that belly button in. Inhale, bring the legs to the center. Let's stretch the arms and the legs up. Draw some circles with the ankles, with the wrists. Reverse your direction. Give it one good shake and exhale into happy baby. Reaching for the feet or the backs of your knees. Feeling the fullness of your breath. Softening the shoulders back behind you. Let's draw the knees together. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Reaching your arms and your legs out long. Take a full body stretch. And from there, releasing your arms down and get situated for Shavasana. So if you know that lying flat on your back is not comfortable, then you're welcome to bring your bolster or your blanket under your knees. You can even bend your knees, adjust the arms to where they can rest comfortably. But really give yourself the care and intention that you deserve, which is quite a lot. So set yourself up so that you're as comfortable as you can possibly be. Makes it so much easier to release and to focus. You don't have something bugging you. As you settle back onto your mat, allowing everything as much as possible to just soften, just surrender. Lay it all down. I love that image. Just lay it all down. Lay it all out on your mat. And let yourself stay with your breath. But let it be a really sweet, easy flow of breath. So nothing that's forced or artificial. Just let it be sweet and easy. Think about watching your dog or your cat when they sleep, how they breathe, or watching a little person, or maybe the one you love. An easy, deep breath. So beautiful. Just bringing some small movements to your fingers and your toes. Give yourself a few deep breaths. And gently making your way onto your side. Get some time to rest and to breathe on your side before you come back to seated. And as you come back to seated, bring your hands to the heart. And once again, just taking a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for the gift of this yoga practice. Gratitude for the ability of our bodies to move fully and to breathe deeply. And gratitude for this opportunity to connect with each other, even though we're far away. Wishing you a bright and sunny rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Not the best yoga dog today, do we? But we love you anyway. Goodbye.